In its own self-description, Awkward is a devilishly simple, yet deviously wicked card game that originated in the 1800s. It was subsequently banned for over 100 years. Playing Awkward is supposed to have the power to transform acquaintances into best friends, but it also has the ability to ruin relationships and start fights. Though wildly popular on its introduction and renowned for giving it unique insights into people's personalities, it was cited as the main course of barroom brawls and divorce. Locked away since 2018, Snap Finger Click has uncovered this forbidden pastime and brings it to you now in its original form. Please enjoy responsibly. Regular. I haven't even seen regular happen. So our first question, do I think I'm good at telling stories about things that have happened to me? You can put your answers into chat now, A or B. I like that two people think that wouldn't think that I'm good at telling stories about myself or about things that have happened to me. I have sometimes, but I actually think I tell my stories pretty good. I think so. I'm going for 0%. You don't have to go for 0. Just like, you won't be shown if you're at 0, but that's fine. I talk about myself all the time. I mean, I don't think I talk about myself all the time, but as a streamer, I guess I do because I have to talk to you guys about what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, right? What? Which of the American Pie characters am I most like? Why? Jim, the awkward virgin, or Oz the jock? A or B, guys? Am I Jim or am I Oz? The lady that plays the flute. You know, Sam, if that was an option, I would do it. Honestly, it's been years since I've seen this movie. I forgot who Oz even was without the description. I said I was more like Jim. Do I enjoy apple pie? I don't actually eat pie. I picked that just, like, I'm not a jock, guys. Have you, like, guys, real serious question. Do I actually seem like more of a jock? No, I am not athletic in the slightest. Have I ever consciously delayed the breakup of a relationship until after a holiday, birthday, or anniversary? Put your answers in now, guys. I don't see you as the breaker-upper, respectfully. Yeah, well, Adam, if you're counting my last relationship, I certainly wasn't the breaker-upper. Otherwise, I wouldn't be single right now, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, he's also the idiot that broke up with me. So, like, imagine you being somewhere in your life where you wouldn't want someone like me around. Yeah, exactly, Sebi. His fucking loss. You've got that right. Do I think it's inappropriate for men to discuss their emotions with their friends? Please, A or B, yes or no, tell me in the chat. You're the cutest, sweetest, most amazing person. Anybody would be lucky to have you. Thank you, Sebi. I appreciate that. Also, yes, I did answer no. Because men should be comfortable doing anything that they feel like doing, regardless of who is around, regardless if it's about their emotional state or anything like that. The men shouldn't be afraid to talk about their mental health. Men should be more comfortable talking about their mental health with their friends. Men should be very comfortable talking to whoever. It's not inappropriate at all. If you need somebody to talk to, you should be able to talk to anybody that you want to. Man or woman. Yeah, the world thinks men should be strong, no feelings. No, men have feelings. I don't think I've ever seen somebody be so emotional over something, especially when it didn't happen to them. Strength comes in various ways. Being able to talk about your feelings is also a very strong thing. Exactly. Exactly, Sebi. All right. So, Ashen comes in strong with 100%. Then we've got No Name, KP, Adam Daniels, Jimmy, and Steve at 75%. Who would have thought? Such a hack. I love my fucking life. I love you, Ashen. You're great. And now we're on to round 2. For our next question, this doesn't seem really awkward at all. This seems very much like an opinion-based question. When is the best season to get married? Autumn or winter? A or B in chat. Yeah, I'm becoming sober with these questions. This isn't even an awkward question. I know, dude. I'm just being asked the questions that are popping up. This is not a question I would have thought is awkward. Autumn is better than winter, if I do say so myself. One of my best friends got married in the autumn, and it turned out to be almost like a summer day. So it was better that it happened in the fall than the winter, because you have to deal with snowstorms in the winter. So, fuck winter. Ma, the leaves. I know, right? So our next question, is it worse to let an innocent person go to jail or a guilty person walk free? A or B, guys, put your answers in the chat. I said putting an innocent person in jail. I said an innocent person going to jail because an innocent person shouldn't have to go to jail. But a guilty person going free, like, it's hard. It's hard to choose in these answers. It really is. Like, I would have also picked a guilty person going free, but an innocent person going to jail also isn't something that necessarily has to happen either. Guilty people, I think, get out of jail almost all the time, which is just wild to think about in the system. But innocent people also going to jail or being convicted of crimes that they've never been participating in at any point in time is also terrible. Yeah, so many criminals go free all the time, but you never see an innocent person necessarily go free so easily. So our next question, would you be willing to sacrifice 5 years of your life in exchange for spending one more day with a loved one who has passed away? Put your answers into chat. A or B, yes or no. Hi, Simone. Good to see you. I miss you. Oh, Simone, do you want to go get food tomorrow in Toronto? Because I'm going to go to the mall earlier in the day, and I think you should come and meet me. Oh, you have family plans? That's fine. Also, yes, I would choose no, because the loved ones, exactly what Victor said, they wouldn't want to see me trade 5 years of my life to see them for one day. If I spent one day with them, then they wouldn't be able to see what happens in whatever 5 final years I have in my life. And I would rather them be able to, like, see that from wherever they are than waste the 5 years being gone. Have I ever lent money to a partner that they haven't paid back yet? A or B, yes or no? Yeah. Guys, let's also remember, the first time we played Awkward together, I told you about my narcissist ex. And the only thing he actually ever, and I kid you not, ever paid me for was $400 that I technically charged him in order to design pamphlets and his logo and everything that he needed in order to start his car detailing business. And that was the only thing he ever paid me back. He told me that he used the rent money that I gave him at one point to actually put it into like cryptocurrency at one point, and then he had to ask his family for rent. Like, so many fucked up things happened in the fact that like I lent this person money who was supposed to like be part of my life in the future. This also isn't my current, like, most recent ex. This is the narcissist that I had dated. So, yeah, like, to say the least, there was a lot of, like, bad decisions that I had made once upon a time in my life. And, like, this was, yeah, Simone, this was before the boyfriend that you know that I dated. This was way before I ever met you. Yeah, okay. It was a different time, Crackle. This was like pandemic time. So our current matchability, we have Adam Daniels, No Name, and Victor Slim at 78%, as well as Mustard. And we have Steve and Ashen at 72%. Simone, if he still lives in the same area that we lived in together, I would be very surprised. For our next question, do I think it's acceptable to have sex on the first date? I mean, A or B, guys. A or B. Tombstone. You don't have to spam that much. Your answers put in. Only if you're Sam's mom. I don't owe you guys an answer for anything. I don't know you answers for shit. Is there any type of person in the world that I am prejudiced against? Put your answers into chat now. A or B. So this is hard because we are all, whether or not we want to be or not. Yeah, Sebi. There is an unconscious bias. I wouldn't say I'm outright prejudiced against anybody, but absolutely, like, there is some, like, bias in terms of, like, whether or not you're conscious about it. But I can't say that I'm outright, like, mad or fucking against any particular kind of group. Wait, when did you go live? I didn't get a notification. I went live at 5:30. Yeah, the working of that question is shit. Absolutely. 110%. I'm prejudiced against all people in general. I hate everyone equally. Like, I don't like people, or like, I don't like strange people in general, but I mean, it happens. Like, I wouldn't say that I'm generally prejudiced against a lot of people. That's just me, though. So our final matchability, guys, we have Speedster, Mustard, Sam, and Adam Daniels at 71%. Then we've got KP Nuts and Ashen at 79%. Also, I kid you not, guys, I just got a pop-up from Steam that told me that I received an achievement saying, "We spend too much time together," which clearly means that I'm doing a lot of work when it comes to playing on Awkward. Okay, who is ready for another game of Awkward? Also, thank you, Simone. I will take it. I will take that bong break when I can. Okay. If someone had a one-time only, one-night stand, and they know their partner would never find out, should they still confess to it? A or B? Put your answers into chat. A guilty conscience is a guilty conscience, guys. Yeah. Oh, so Speed anonymously gifted a sub to Pipe Rat King instead of Steve. Well, thank you so much for the gift sub, Speedster. Even though you were supposed to give it to Steve. I appreciate it. But also, yeah. A guilty conscience is a guilty conscience. So whether or not you think you're going to get caught, if you don't feel guilty about what you did, then, like, I don't know what to say about you. But, like, if somebody did something like that and they knew that their partner would never find out, I'm sure you would still eat yourself alive if something bad happened. Oh no, we have 100 bits from Jimmy and 100 bits from Sam. Thank you so much. Yeah, once it happens, that's it. Exactly, Adam.
Bolts and hose.
Oh man. Thank you, Fufferness, for 100 bits. Thank you, Simone, for 100 bits. Thank you, Banana, for 200 bits. You guys are crazy. So for our next question, which habit are you more guilty or more likely to be guilty of? Nagging or picking my nose? Nagging A, picking nose B. A or B, put your answers in the chat, guys. Pick A. Oh, thank you, Adam Daniels, for the five gift subs. Oh, thank you, Adam Daniels, for the 5 gift subs. Yeah, I picked nagging. Yo, like, dude, yeah. It's fine. Everybody drinks. Becky takes a drink. It's fine. I know I nag all of you guys. Dude, how else did I get you guys to fucking join game night on Pete's Discord when I was doing that? How else did I find half of you guys to be friends with me on Discord in general? I nagged the shit out of you guys. Come on. Like, let's be real. What's the weirdest thing to do on a date? Asking permission to go to the toilet? Or leaving to go to the toilet without saying a word? A, asking permission. B, leaving without saying a word. They're both so strange. I know, Sam. I hate both too, Sebi. No, Banana, you're not allowed to go to the bathroom because we are playing awkward. But actually, like, leaving, like, asking someone permission to go to the bathroom is way weirder than just getting up and going to the bathroom. I would assume somebody is going to the bathroom if they got up from the table and just walked away. You know what I mean? No, Nathaniel. No, Adam. Neither of you are allowed to use the bathroom because now we're playing awkward. And you just asked me permission. Yo, first date, how the fuck do you know what the bathroom is? Maybe they've been to the restaurant before, Simone. Better to ask forgiveness than ask permission. Speedster knows what I'm talking about, I think. Is there someone in your life that your partner wishes you weren't close to? If I had a partner, is there someone in my life that my partner wishes I wasn't close to? A or B? Put your answers into chat now. How should we know, Brigged? Speedster. You know I'm single. This is hypothetical. Hypothetical. To be fair, it would be not to my knowledge. Hang on, I need another White Claw before we do the next question. It would be the guy bestie, but the fun fact is, for Simone, I don't actually have a guy bestie. And if I did have a guy bestie, my guy bestie is gay, and I actually haven't talked to them in a while. Yeah, but Pete, though. Yeah, what about Pete? Pete's not my guy best friend. I wouldn't call him my guy best friend. I'm not gay, but I thought I was your bestie. To hear that you don't have one, though, it hurts. Jimmy, like, I mean, like, I'm a loss for words at this point. You guys are just giving me back sass now at this point, and I am not appreciating it. You guys have friends? I know, Pfeffernose. You just want me for my commands. Jimmy, I want you for so much more than your commands. You already are my bestie. Come on now. So, our current matchability with chat is 100% with Singser, 75% for everybody else, including Speedster, Simone, KP, Sam, and Victor Slim. Do I tidy up the house before receiving guests? A, mostly. B, rarely. Yes, the answer is mostly. It's a polite thing to do to clean up for your guests, if I do say so myself. Check your friend requests. We're not even friends, Becky. You know what, Sam? We can be friends too. You haven't sent me a friend request. What about that? How about that? Sam hasn't even DM'd me one time, I bet. Sam hasn't been in my DMs one time. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. For our next question, how do you think someone who has been previously married but is not currently in a relationship should refer to themselves? A, divorced, B, single. How do I think someone who has been previously married but is not currently in a relationship should refer to themselves? A or B? Tell me. Dude, I've never been divorced. I am single. I've never been married. So why would I ever refer to myself as divorced? Previously married, but is not currently in a relationship, I would say divorced. Congratulations, you are divorced. Yeah, tell me your baggage right off the bat. Don't tell me that you're single. Tell me that you're divorced. Congratulations, I know that you have been married at least once, so please tell me about that and why it ended. Or don't tell me anything about it. Tell me what you want to tell me. For our next question, would you be comfortable dating somebody who never wants to get married? A, yes. B, no. I just want the ring. Go, Simone. You do it. Yeah. I would be totally fine doing that. I come from a family of parents who were divorced. Marriage doesn't seem like an end game for me, guys. If marriage happens, it happens. But I also don't anticipate ever needing to get married. Our next question is, have you fallen in love with someone who didn't love you back? Tonight's game of awkward is literally just bringing up like all of these weird, uncomfortable feelings for me, and it's great. So yeah, A or B, have I fallen in love with someone who didn't love me back? You might call it a little awkward? Yeah, Adam. I know I still owe you a bong hit, Simone. I'm gonna go and take that whenever we're done awkward. We're going into the final round. Hi, JJ. Yeah, it's just a little awkward, but it happens. So our current matchability is Sam at 89% with KP. Then we have Sinkser at 83%, followed by Victor and Simone at 78, and Jimmy at 67. So for our next question, this might, I don't know. Should children be encouraged to explore their gender identity? Well, I'm not wording it the way that I did. This is exactly how the question is. A or B, yes or no. Should children be encouraged to explore their gender identity? So, technically speaking, as a child, you should be encouraged to explore what you are feeling in that moment. As a child, if you want to play whatever you want to play, you should be able to enjoy whatever activity you want to enjoy, regardless of gender, okay? In exploring your gender identity, if you're looking to explore yourself as a female, as a child, like as a little girl, and like get more into that and see if that's feeling you, cool. If you're a little boy and you want to explore more into that, go for it. If you're trying to encourage a child who is technically born as a female and say, you know what, if you're not comfortable with that, maybe you should look into being a boy, maybe that doesn't actually make sense. You know what I mean? Like, explore, like, yeah, that's support, not encouragement. Yeah. If you're trying to explore your gender identity, explore it. But as a child, like, I would say that you should just be a kid. I'm only saying yes because you can actually explore your identity as yourself instead of expecting somebody to base your identity on gender. They should be encouraged if they show signs first, but you shouldn't push them to explore it. Exactly, KP. Like, you're not necessarily trying to encourage it right off the bat, but like, if that is something that you're noticing about your child, then that's something that you should probably figure out. For our next question, have I ever asked someone out on a date and been turned down? A, yes. B, no. Who would be so foolish to say no? Who would turn down Becky? Have you seen her butt? Oh, Sam. She would need to do a hair flip. Sorry to tell you guys, but no offense. No offense to you guys. But does it seem like I'm the type of person to ask somebody else out on a date? I'll make plans with somebody, but I will never outright be like, hey, do you want to go out on a date with me? Like, I don't think I've ever asked somebody to be on a date with me or like go out with me for any particular reason or anything like that. It's always just been plans. Loophole. Okay, so it looks like we have a 3-way tie for last with Singser, Spot Attack, and Jimmy. Then we've got KP at 67%, sorry. Then Sam at 79 and Simone at 71. I know I only usually do 2 rounds of awkward at the same time, but if you guys are feeling another round, we can do another round. More awkward with an 80% vote. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing the 3rd round of awkward. What am I most likely to forget? My partner's birthday or our anniversary? A or B? Answer in chat. So, like, in all honesty, I couldn't forget either one of these. But if I had to pick one or the other, it would literally be forgetting their birthday over our anniversary. But, I mean, like, I could also forget the anniversary. Like, I picked birthday thinking that was easier, but, like, anniversary is also a slip up depending on how you met the person or if they even really, like, made an anniversary kind of date with you. So, for our next question, guys, do I think it's ever okay to hire someone purely based off of their looks? A or B in chat, yes or no? Wait, are you hiring strippers? I am not hiring strippers. I am not in the hiring stripper business. It doesn't appear that I would be hiring strippers. People should be hired based on their skills. Why are you hiring people that don't know what they're doing with their lives, guys? I need to know for the people. I need to understand why this is happening. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I need to know why this is happening. If a person is put together, it tells a lot about their dedication to themselves. They will... Exactly, Simone. You know exactly what I'm talking about. People shouldn't just be hired based on what they look like. If they know what they're doing and they are capable of doing their job, they should be hired to do their fucking job. Okay. Do you believe you had a sheltered upbringing? Do I believe that I've had a sheltered upbringing? Yes or no? A or B in the chat. I said no. I said no. I don't think I had a sheltered upbringing. In fact, I think I had like a pretty like well-rounded upbringing. Just putting that out there. I might be like super polite and stuff like that, but I absolutely did not have a sheltered upbringing. So for our next question, guys, which behavior is more rude at the dinner table? Checking your phone or burping loudly? A, checking your phone. B, burping loudly. A or B, guys? You got it right. For those of you that picked B. If you're watching the Becky stream, it's fine, right? I would think burping over checking your phone. I think so. I don't check my phone at the dinner table regardless. but making a sound that happens to do with the digestion of what's going on in your body without actually like saying excuse me or anything, I would go with burping loudly over checking your phone. Burping contests on a regular basis. Congratulations, Jimmy. Well, I'm glad it's a symbol of pride and a compliment in Japan, but I don't know that that would be taken the same way here. Zadris, apparently it is. So 100% goes to Sam, KP, and Spot Attack. Then we've got 50% for Speedster and Duchess this round. And Mustard at a strong 75%. And now we move on to round 2. Okay. I'm sorry if this looks like a tell to some people when I laugh at some of the questions that I read, but maybe it's just for the fact that I don't have social media anymore. So when it comes to me answering questions about social media, it just kind of gives me a good giggle. Have I ever unfriended someone on Facebook because they posted a status I disagreed with? I absolutely said yes, because the last time I had Facebook was during the pandemic, and I think that's what divided most people. And that was the last time that I ever really had it. So I went with yes. Yeah, no name, I did. I stopped using Facebook in the last year and a half. So, I mean, I did unfriend people that I wasn't necessarily, like, close to, that I didn't share the same opinions with. Like, I wouldn't say that I unfriended people that I was close with. Never got Facebook, never want to. Can you stop teasing? Okay, Speedster, relax. You can chill. Okay. How many detentions did I receive in school? Under 5 or over 5? A or B? But I definitely did have more than 5 detentions. I skipped so much in grade 12 because I had a spare period, which means that you don't have any class between one class and the other. I would skip my gym class to go where I worked in high school, which was McDonald's, because a buddy of mine and I would go to McDonald's for breakfast. I would use my discount because I worked there, and we would sit there and just eat food until we went back to school on our lunch break. And I remember skipping my gym class so many times that I was called into my principal's office and was like, yeah, you have a couple detentions now, but that's it. So we literally just didn't feel like doing gym sometimes in the morning, and we would just go to McDonald's, go for lunch and breakfast, and have a time. Do you think it should be legal for someone to use enough force to kill in order to defend their home against a burglar? This is such an America question. Exactly, Speedster. You know exactly where my brain is going right now when I think of this. A, yes. B, no. So I said yes. But, I mean, like, no shit, you should be able to protect your home from a burglar in general. I don't have a gun. I don't own a gun. I don't own any weapons. I am not even physically capable of taking a human being down myself. But do I think it should be legal for someone to use enough force to kill somebody who is breaking into their home? Absolutely. Do you think your partner often posts about mundane things on social media? You know what? For this question, I am going to ask it in terms of how you guys think of my ex, okay? As of my last partner, often posts about mundane things on social media. A, yes. B, no. And he was blind makes sense. Well, Mustard, just because I don't have social media doesn't necessarily mean that I wouldn't think that my ex or my partner is posting boring stuff on social media. I absolutely think whatever he was posting on social media was boring. He wasn't posting me. So I know that's boring. No, Snapin', I wouldn't know if he had a Women Crush Wednesday because I don't have social media, so I wouldn't have known whether or not he posted it or anything like that. But such is life. So our current matchability, we have Victor Slim at 61%. And then we have Sam and KP at 56%, followed by Mustard at 50%. And then we have Spot Attack and Zadris at 44%. Yeah, Victor, how the hell are you in the lead? I am not entirely sure, but you did it. We have one more round left of Awkward. Could you imagine? So, for our final round and our next question, is it justifiable to grow fully formed but brainless human clones for harvesting organs? A or B, put your answers into chat. Brainless humans, clones for harvesting organs. Some Beyonce. No, Simone, I have a great song for karaoke. Don't you even worry. So, the French. Sure, llamas. There was a very cool movie called The Lottery, except they weren't very brainless. You guys kill me, honestly. For our next question, do you think pedophiles should be more harshly punished than murderers? A for yes, B for no. Put your answers into chat, please. So yes, besides no name, pedophiles should be very much punished a lot harsher than murderers. Any crime involving a child should be punished significantly way worse than if it was somebody who just decided to kill somebody in a crime of passion for murder. So, our final matchability turns out with Victor Slim at 71%, followed by Sam and KP at 67%. Then we have Speedster at 54%, and Mustard and Snipin' at 50%.